everyone, my name is Megan Byrne and today I will be presenting my assignment which focuses on human nutrition and the digestive system. In this presentation I aim to explore the intricate anatomical structure and functions of the human alimentary canal. The human alimentary canal, more commonly known as the GI tract or digestive system, is made up of several crucial parts such as the mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum and anus. The digestive system has many functions: ingestion, propulsion, digestion, absorption and excretion. The histology or the microscopic anatomy of the digestive system is made up of 4 layers. These layers form the structure of the esophagus, stomach, small intestine and large intestine. The innermost layer, called the mucosa, absorbs nutrients and protects the GI tract. Beneath the mucosa is the submucosa, which contains blood vessels and lymphatics to support the mucosal layer. The muscularis externa is made up of smooth muscle that moves food along the GI tract via a movement which is an automatic wave-like movement of the muscles. It begins in the throat when swallowing and continues through the esophagus, stomach and intestines during digestion. Lastly, the outermost layer, known as the serosa, protects the GI tract. This layered structure ensures the proper functioning of the digestive system. The organs of the digestive system are divided into 2 distinctive groups. First of all, we have the alimentary canal organs. These organs absorb nutrients from food during digestion. They include the mouth, the pharynx, which is your throat, the esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum and anus. Then we have accessory organs. These organs secrete a chemical digestion of food, but food does not pass through them. They include the salivary glands, liver, gallbladder and pancreas. So what is chemical and mechanical digestion? Mechanical digestion breaks down the food into smaller pieces without changing its chemical composition. This begins in the mouth, where the food is broken down by the teeth and tongue and mixed with saliva. After swallowing, the food travels down the esophagus to the stomach, where it is mixed and churned through smooth muscle movements, which then further break it down mechanically. Chemical digestion involves the transformation of food into nutrients. The food is broken down by enzymes. This first occurs in the mouth, where the saliva contains amylase, which begins to break down carbohydrates, then the stomach, where gastric glands secrete hydrochloric acid and pepsin to break down the proteins. The partially digested food then moves into the small intestine, where it mixes with bile from the gallbladder and digestive enzymes from the pancreas. The mouth. The mouth consists of many components that all work together to assist with chewing, breathing and speaking. The external parts include the lips, cheek, which hold food in place and help form speech. While chewing, the teeth will break down food into smaller fragments and saliva starts chemically breaking down the food. When food is swallowed, it forms a mass called a bolus. Internally, the mouth consists of the teeth, hard palate, soft palate, tongue, taste buds, uvula, tonsils, gums, salivary glands and oral mucosa. The salivary glands are essential for initiating the digestive process. They produce saliva, which is a fluid that contains not only water and electrolytes but also white blood cells, mucus, epithelial cells and enzymes. In the human body there are 3 pairs of salivary glands, which are the parotid glands, which are situated near the back of the jaw, the submandibular glands, which are found beneath the lower jaw, and the sublingual glands, which are underneath the tongue. The pharynx is a muscular tunnel which connects the mouth to the larynx and esophagus. It consists of lymphoid tissue, mucous membrane, glands, muscle and submucosal connective tissue. The pharynx aids in healthy respiration and proper digestion and has 3 primary divisions, which are the nasopharynx, the oropharynx and the laryngopharynx. The esophagus is a hollow muscular tube which is approximately 25 centimetres long and it is lined with mucous membranes. The esophagus uses rhythmic wave-like muscle movements to propel food and liquid over the epiglottis and into the stomach. The esophagus also has a sphincter muscle that relaxes, which allows it to open, and then contracts, which allows it to close at the lower end near the stomach. This aids in the prevention of chyme flowing back into the esophagus. The stomach is a hollow-like sac organ and is one of the many crucial parts of the digestive system as it breaks down food in a chemical and mechanical process. The stomach's histology includes the presence of simple commular epithelium and gastric glands which secrete gastric juices containing enzymes, hydrochloric acid and mucus. For example, enzymes like pepsin effectively break down proteins into peptides. The HCI creates an acidic environment which kills bacteria and aids in breaking down of food into a semi-liquid substance known as chyme. The stomach lining has a muscle that contracts and relaxes to facilitate food churning and digestive juices which transform it into a semi-liquid chyme. This is then released into the small intestine at a regulated rate, and then further absorption and digestion of nutrients take place. The liver is one of the largest organs in the human body and is found behind the lower ribs on the upper right side of the torso. The liver plays a very important role in metabolism, detoxification, and producing vital proteins and digestion. While the liver plays a crucial role in the biliary system as an accessory organ, it also has several digestive functions. Its digestive functions are the production of bile, the storing and releasing of glucose, the breaking down of fats, it regulates blood clotting, aids in the metabolism and medications and toxins, and assists in the absorption of vitamins and minerals. Additionally, the liver produces the essential protein called albumin, which helps to maintain the right amount of fluid in the bloodstream, which produces clotting factors, which are important for blood coagulation. The gallbladder is a small pear-shaped accessory organ, which can be found in the upper right of the abdomen underneath the liver and is part of the biliary system and the digestive process. It stores bile, which is a digestive fluid produced by the liver. When foods, particularly fats, enter the small intestine, the gallbladder contracts, which in turn releases stored bile through the common bile duct. The reason for bile is that it aids in emulsifying fats, which allows for efficient digestion and absorption of fats and fat-soluble vitamins in the small intestine. The pancreas is a glandular accessory organ which is located in the upper right of the abdomen behind the stomach. It both has hormonal and digestive functions. It aids in digestion by producing enzymes which are crucial for breaking down food into bicarbonate to neutralise the stomach acid. On top of this, the pancreas also helps to regulate blood sugar levels by producing insulin and glucagon. The pancreas's endocrine function is the release of hormones into the bloodstream. The small intestine is around 7 meters in length and is where essential nutrients are absorbed into the body, and it is made up of 3 parts. The duodenum is the first part of the small intestine and is very important in the process of digesting and absorbing nutrients. It has a distinctive curve shape, and the proximity to the pancreas and liver aid in the efficient mixing of partially digested food with bile and digestive enzymes. The cohesive nature allows the breakdown of proteins, carbohydrates and fats into nutrients that are absorbable. Because of its unique shape, the inner lining is characterised by the presence of finger-like projections called villi. This significantly increases the surface area to enhance nutrient absorption. The histology of the duodenum consists of 5 distinct layers. We've got the mucosa, submucosa, muscularis, externa and serosa. Another part that plays a crucial role in the transporting nutrients and regulating digestion is the rich blood and nerve supply in these layers. One of the main functions is to target and neutralise stomach acid with bicarbonate produced by the pancreas, which creates the perfect pH level environment for the action of digestive enzymes and protects the delicate lining of the small intestine. The jejunum is the second part of the small intestine, and its function is to assist in the further breakdown of food through bile and digestive enzymes, which aids in the absorption of nutrients. The wall of the jejunum is thicker than that of the ileum, as it contains more villi and prominent circular folds, which then create a larger surface area for nutrient absorption. This also has a rich blood supply, which means as the chyme moves its way through the jejunum, it also comes across a huge network of blood vessels, which enables the efficient absorption of nutrients such as amino acids, fatty acids, and sugars, and these are then transferred by the bloodstream to numerous tissues throughout the body. The ileum, The ileum is the small intestine's final component and has a less permeable lining than the upper section of the small intestine. The lining consists of small clusters of lymphatic tissue cells called Peyer's patches and numerous circular folds, which are called plicae circularis, which increase the surface area, making it easier for nutrient absorption. The ileum wall is lined with villi, which contains specialised receptors and transporters that aid in the absorption of fats, amino acids, vitamins, and electrolytes. Peyer's patches also help with immune surveillance, which monitor chyme for harmful substances, foreign antigens or pathogens, and aid in the initiation of immune responses. The ileum also reabsorbs bile salts to be recycled back to the liver. This is all while vitamin B12 is absorbed in the distal part of the ileum. Because of all this, the ileum moves in slower contractions. The large intestine, or colon, is shaped as an inverted U and contains several sections before connecting at the rectum. These sections include the cecum, the ascending colon, the descending colon, the sigmoid colon, and the transverse colon. The main function of the large intestine is to absorb electrolytes and water from undigested food residue and to compact the remaining materials into feces. The rectum is the final part of the digestive system, and it can be found between the anus and the sigmoid colon. Its main function is to store feces until it's ready to be eliminated in a bowel movement. When the walls of the rectum stretch to accommodate the stool, it initiates a dedication response reflex from sensitive nerves, which signal the brain it's time to eliminate waste. The anus is where feces leave the body. It's a very complex area where muscles, nerves, and mucous membranes work together to allow a controlled bowel movement. The anus is lined with sensitive nerve endings that aid in detecting the difference between gas, solid, and liquid. Also, the anus has a sphincter muscle which encircle the anus, which allows the human to provide voluntary control over the bowel movement. A balanced diet is essential for humans so they can maintain good health and well-being. It provides the body with all necessary nutrients and proper functioning. This includes carbohydrates, fats, vitamins, minerals, H2O, water, fibre, and proteins. Carbohydrates are the body's main source of energy, and when digested, they are broken down into glucose molecules and absorbed in the digestive system. These molecules then circulate in the bloodstream, which provide the human body with energy. There are two types of carbohydrates, simple and complex. Complex carbohydrates can be found in starchy vegetables, whole grains, and pulses, whereas simple carbohydrates can be found in animal products, fruit, and processed foods. Protein. Protein is a fundamental substance for growth and development. The body breaks it down into amino acids, and it is important for the body to obtain all the essential amino acids from consumed nutrition. Protein is also important for building, maintaining, and repairing the cells and organs, and for producing enzymes, antibodies, and hormones. Complete proteins contain all essential amino acids, which incomplete proteins lack all more essential amino acids. Fibre is found in fruits, vegetables, and grains. Fibre is essential for digestion and acids and aids in the regulation of bowel movements. High fibre foods are full of minerals and vitamins. There are two types of fibre: soluble, which is found in plant cells and assists with digestion. These fibres allow nutrients to be absorbed gradually and allow a steady release of energy. And insoluble, this type of fibre does not dissolve in water and passes through the digestive tract completely intact. It also keeps the digestive system in good working order. Fats are essential nutrients that aid in energy to help the body absorb vitamins. Fats are essential for a healthy diet as they are considered macronutrient. These types of fats also provide essential fatty acids that the body can produce on its own, which aid in the building of healthy cells. They are important for building cell membranes, hormones, and nerve tissue. The body uses fat as a type of fuel source, but it does not store fat cells if it can't be used. There are two types of fat, saturated and unsaturated. Saturated fats are solid at room temperature and are found in animal products, and unsaturated fats are usually liquid and found in plant-based oils. Vitamins are very important and are micronutrient. They are organic compounds crucial for supporting every system in the body, including the brain, immune system, and nervous system. They support in the conversion of food into energy, protection for the body against harmful free radicals, and regulate the production of red blood cells. The human body cannot produce vitamins K and D, so these must be ingested. There are two types of vitamins: water-soluble vitamins, which are category C and B and are not stored in the body long term as they are excreted through urine, and fat-soluble vitamins, which include vitamins A, D, E, and K, and they are stored in the body's fatty tissue and liver and are used when required. Minerals are crucial element substances which can be found in the soil taken up by plants and animals and consumed in a human diet. They are resistant to heat, light, and air degradation. Minerals are also split into two groups: microminerals, which include iron, zinc, manganese, iodine, copper, and chromium, and macronutrients, which include calcium, potassium, sodium, phosphorus, magnesium, sulfur, and chloride. Water is absolutely essential for the human body, making up about 65% of its composition. It is critical for the bodily functions, which include nutrient absorption, waste excretion, and digestion. Water also aids in the circulating essential substances throughout the body and regulates the temperature. Proper hydration improves cognitive function, mood, and overall health. It is very effective if individuals understand the importance of a balanced diet, as it can aid in the prevention of dietary imbalances and deficiency diseases. These dietary imbalances and deficiency diseases include starvation, which can lead to serious consequences such as anemia, dizziness, increased heart rate, shallow breaths, fatigue, and eventually death. High cholesterol, which can lead to accumulation of fat in the blood vessels, which would make it difficult for blood to circulate efficiently, which can increase the risk of heart disease. Obesity. This is a complex disease that happens when a person's body weight is high because of fat accumulation. It's assessed using the body mass index, or BMI, and a healthy BMI is between 18.9 and 24.9. A vitamin D, lack of vitamin D can impair the immune system. A deficiency in vitamin B12 can lead to headaches, heart palpitations, shortness of breath, discomfort in joints, and memory loss. A lack of vitamin A can cause both temporary and permanent eye damage, even blindness. A lack in vitamin C can lead to scurvy, as it suppresses the immune system. A lack in iodine can cause an enlargement of the thyroid, weight gain, shortness of breath, and increased heart rate. A lack of calcium can cause rickets, which leads to softer bones. A lack of iron can cause anemia, which can cause weakness, tiredness, impaired brain function, and dampened immune system. The current advice is to aid good health and reduce the instances of lifestyle-related diseases is to maintain a healthy diet by consuming a variety of proteins, carbohydrates, water, fibre, and dairy. These can be found in foods such as fruit, vegetable, lean protein, and whole grains. It is also advised to limit the amount of salt, sugars, saturated fats, alcohol, and processed foods. Also, it's important to stay hydrated with water over sugary drinks and be mindful of portion control. This presentation has focused on the human nutrition and digestive system while also covering the function and structure of the human alimentary canal. It has discussed the histology and functions of the different components of the digestive system, mechanical and chemical digestion, and health-related diseases and deficiencies. Thank you very much for listening. This is my reference list.